Hey, MHayashi, and yeah, basically short and simple, and then to the gameplay. Just we're going to be trying Phenomena Recorder in the SB. Yeah, shout out to Aslim Majid 2900 who wants me to try it out. Yeah, I'm sorry that I can't bring myself to replace main deck Candy Trail with it, mostly because honestly I think Candy Trail is probably the single best and most practical effect to actually copy with this. Also, this is the kind of card that, like, I don't know. Anyway, we'll play it in the sideboard, and we'll probably bring it in. We'll try to, when in doubt, bring it in. But yeah, let's see how it goes, and see you on the other side. Okay. Are we on the? No, we're on the draw. Okay. Obviously, game one, our match. Forget how the system works. Yeah, game one. We're not gonna see much of a difference. It is interesting to think, what would Phenomena Recorder do in this hand? Could copy Solitude. That's something. That's something. Let's see. But anyway. But obviously, what would it replace? Replace like March? Oof. Kind of looking like. So the question, of course, let's just live in the real world right now. Question is do we want to pitch something, or do we want to just take the hit from Ragavan? Let's see what the top card of our library is, because we can set this up so Ragavan doesn't blow us out too bad. I'm kind of thinking let them have Wrath of God here. Do we want Blast Zone? Maybe not. Maybe we'll just let them have Wrath of God and put that on the bottom, put Wrath of God on top, and we can live with them exiling a Wrath of God. Doesn't do anything. And then hopefully march the Ragavan next turn. One nice little thing about Candy Trail, of course, is can help make sure Ragavan doesn't blow us out. The main thing is Mazemind Tome, and secondarily Candy Trail is also pretty nasty hit. The nastiest is obviously Mazemind Tome, both because just because they can make use of it most of the time, and also because it's one of the better cards that we want to draw in a situation like this. So anyway, it looks like it's probably Domain Zoo. Let's see. Sign of Draco, okay. Yeah, let's see. We'll probably play Castle. Just actually, I'm beginning to more and more think I should probably play Plains, because sometimes I see people play Obsidian Charmaw. But anyway, I think let's just march this now so they can't Stubborn Denial me. Yeah, let's just do that. We'll probably take a hit from the Scion. It does help. It is nice to have this little life buffer in the form of Candy Trail. Possible I should have kept that Blast Zone on top so that I know I can hit my 4th land drop for Wrath of God. There, okay. Okay. Do I want a Solitude? I don't think so. Not yet, at least. It's kind of a tough call, actually. This is kind of too much damage, most likely. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do this. More than anything, it's just the fact that they played this Kavu first. Will rip like a path or something. I don't know. Maybe I would jump the gun. Maybe I should have hit the Kavu. But the Kavu can be mitigated a little bit, though, here. Let's hit that. This does make it a 4/4, though. All right. play the. And I'll let them. I'll let them attack. We did save 8 damage by hitting the Scion as opposed to merely 5 damage from Kavu. But anyway, yeah, I don't like them being able to filter like that. But let's see here. Oh, what on earth are they doing with an untapped 4 mana? Okay. Kind of just worried about getting stubby deed. But I wish I had a backup. Okay. Probably Thrall. Oh. It's an interesting question. Like, what did they? I don't know. Okay, well, Ragavan. Let's see. So they got a Path to Exile. Okay. Hopefully we draw a land here. Yes. Okay, so the path is pretty obvious. We want to, obviously, Solitude the Kavu. Hopefully they can't counter this. They might play Consigned to Memory. Okay. Should we block it? Probably not. Okay. We got to do this here. That sucks. I think we got to do this, and then probably we have to try to block the Ragavan with this. Yeah, I guess I'll block the Kavu if they give me the chance. Kind of looking like I should have. This was actually a different Kavu than the other one. Makes you wonder if we should have just held the Wrath of God and taken an extra 8 damage. I don't think that was the correct move. Okay. I know Ragavan is one of the last cards in their hand. I'm going to do this. Hopefully we have some answer to Ragavan here. We do not. So we might die if they got Lightning Bolt. Got a little flooded here. Okay. Top card. Yeah, I guess I'll let them exile it. Pretty pointless. Alright, lightning bolt for the win. Okay. Let's see here. Dang it, man, I don't like that one. Still, potentially Castle Ardenvale. Let's do this. Just don't like being at 2 life. Maybe we'll get some kind of creature removal. Yeah. Dig pretty deep here. I like Blast Zone. I just think we could do better, but we do need that Path to Exile. I think I have to do this now before they draw like a bolt or something. Okay. They don't have Travel Flames. Okay. Stubborn Denial doesn't stop this. Okay. I have one more basic, I think. Okie dokie. I got here. I got a feeling they got Full-Age Titan of Fury. Oh, or not. Okay. I kind of like having Ragadash protection, but I think I need some more card draw protection even more. These cards they're not bad per se, they're just it's not like a Ragavan protection. Okay, Travel Flames for the win. Another Dashing Raga. What's got here? Another Flage. Oh, okay. Whew. That was the least scary out of all the possibilities just thrown out there. Okay, well, we can draw some more cards here. Okay, I like that. Okay, I like that. And maybe we want to draw a card now. It's kind of an interesting question. Do we draw a card? Let's draw a card now. Okay. We'll probably crank a 1/1 token out. The life gain, as you can see from Mazemind Tome, is beyond, without a question, so necessary. Okay, what's he got here? Out of fetches. Might be able to keep them off of forests and plains. Do like Castle. Probably just keep that up for Raga blocking. Need to hold 5 mana up for Solitude. Okay, obviously it's going after a Tome. Okay, let's draw a card in response. Alright, end of turn we can hit the Leyline Binding, even get back to drawing a card, which is always sweet. So we'd even reset it so we get extra extra draws. Always nice. Gotta love Restoration. However, Restoration does not search for anything. We are on a basics, but that's fine. Okay. Okay. There's no guarantee we were gonna come back to this list that we did. Well, promised we were gonna try a Phenomena Recorder. But now I gotta put my money where my mouth is. I hope we don't end up losing a game we otherwise could have won. But I think Phenomena Recorder is at its best when we just want to grind more value. I don't know if this is actually a matchup that we want. Excuse the cough. I will tell you, Wrath of the Skies seem notoriously not that great. So, I mean, copying Candy Trail seems like an excellent source of extra yummy life. This is probably a case though where Emergency Eject is probably just better than Phenomena Recorder, but we'll try it out. We'll try to eject to this. The only other yeah. For funsies, we'll bring in the recorders, but it probably should be just 2 more ejects. But let's see. Let's see what Peter Parker's camera. Yeah, see what Peter Parker's camera can do. Yeah, we'll keep it. All right. Yeah, just good to filter our draws here. Yeah, see, this is a situation where I think we have to put both to the bottom because we're just really looking for hitting our land drops. It's just nice to have, you know, something to do for a second turn. Sorry, Draco, okay. Okay. Let's see, do we want to... Probably should have played Get Lost on their turn, but I don't know. Okay, so let's just play Get Lost here. It's more mana efficient. They'll probably bounce our Candy Trail. It's fine, we'll get more value out of it. Okay, or just that. Okay. We'll do that. Being able to potentially attack Teferi might be good. Hopefully draw a land next turn, and we might deploy Kaheera if so. If not, we probably have to draw. Copy. Okay. That's almost certainly going to get pathed. Ooh. And now hopefully we draw another land for Wrath of God. Ooh, Flage. Oh, man, that can that's actually going to be okay, let's see here. Okay, well, we can exert this next turn. I can't pass up this 2-for-1. Hopefully they don't have another Arena of Glory, because then I'm dead. Might have to get lost at Teferi. Alternatively. Okay. So I'm definitely playing Get Lost on the Teferi, that's for sure. Sign of Draco. Okay. We could exile Kaheera. And wait until next turn. We could hit the Arena of Glory. Well, let's see what they do. I'm just worried about them dropping another one, if you know what I mean. Okay, if this is what it's going to be, I think we do this. And path. Hopefully they don't ragtag. Then play Scion. Okay. Z Draco. Let's see here. Eiganjo. I'm trying to think here. I think we have to do this. I think I have to do this. And I have to really hope that they don't have a another Arena of Glory, because I got nothing. I'm going to lose my ability to copy this with Peter Parker's camera, but bam. I gotta just draw through my deck. That's a very good one. I think I will probably play that. I think I'm discarding Kaheera. Should I get Candy Trail or Field of Ruin? I think Field of Ruin is just objectively better because it's like a Stone Rain. It's card advantage. Let's do this. Hopefully they don't play Consign to Memory. That would suck. Uh-oh. Do they have an untapped blue source, though? White Hollowed Fountain? I don't know. Okay, yeah. And I think they've got Consign to Memory, but they don't have an untapped blue source. I think Steam Vents is their only one. And they already played theirs. So definitely probably a source of minor frustration for them. Okay, well, no Peter Parker's camera, but a win's a win. All right, let's try and seems halfway decent. Let's go. Okay. I'm gonna get punished for auto yielding. If there's something I need a Solitude. Let's see. It's too much work to keep track of what they know is in our hand. If they were to take Mazemind, hopefully they don't have another Thoughtseize because Restoration can buy that right back. They might just take the Restoration for that reason. Okay, or that. I wonder what that means. That means something. They might be that mono-black vehicle deck. But that's not so great because they can't turn the vehicle right away. But anyway. Okay. Let's Mazemind. Main deck Force of Vigor, even with no green source showing. Uh-oh, I got punished for auto-yielding. If they main deck Force of Vigor me right here, I'll just have to eat it. Okay. Okay. Alright, well, let's see if the Restoration sticks. I mean, we don't play cards like this to just not see if they stick. Okay. We Spell Pierce, or are they going to play Consign to Memory on the ability? I'm going to play Consign to Memory on the ability, but I'll take that because it's one card for like 1/3 of the effect of this whole thing. Okay, Spell Pierce. Alright, that's fine. For mana efficiency's sake, I might draw a card next turn instead of playing Restoration. We'll see. I wonder how much mileage I can get from these fields. Plus having a field to buy back could be pretty good. I'm wondering if they're going to drop a Psychic Frog, though. Okay, well, there goes my other Eiganjo. I assume. Hardly Nui. But this Mazemind Tome can do can do good work, though. lull me into a false sense of security, and then fetch and abrade before I can scry. Oh no. Really not sure what to make of this here. Okay. I'll take that. I might wait to field until end of turn. I just can't help but feel they might not play a lot of basics. I do think it's correct to wait, though. Seems like probably some kind of Reanimator deck, I'm guessing. Oculus? Okay. Six cards. Probably going to exile everything that isn't Oculus. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, let's get lost. Before they can get a token out of that. Okay. Let's see. I have a feeling red is a bit more of a scarce resource here. And I just want to see for science. Okay, well, maybe they don't have resources. Brought them a little closer to playing another Oculus potentially, but I think it is what it is. We're fine with that. Okay. Another field would be nice. Okay, I think we're going to wait until end of turn, because if they drop Psychic Frog, we want a Solitude in turn. Okay. Let's probably want to put this on 2. Yep. That is something we also want to try to Solitude. Well, let's see if this works. Could play Consigned to Memory. Okay. That's good news for us, that's for sure. Definitely a good thing we held Solitude up. Okay. We could put Kaheera play it, but I'd rather just... Alright. So I get the distinct feeling that they are almost out of basics. Maybe they are stone out of basics. Okay. Good to know. 3 basics, no mountains. Good to know. Okay. Let's do this. Draw a card. Okay, we'll take our restorations. Okay. And we want to hold up like this because if they play Oculus, we want to end of turn march it, ideally without having to pitch a card. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay. Alright, there's another red source. Faith, less looting. If they play Atraxa, but they don't. That's not. They're gonna have to discard a lot of cards at least. Kind of cruelty. Okay. Okay, good. I was worried they were gonna play persist. Maybe let's do this in response here. Well, first, let's do this. Okay. I think we can let them. No, let's do this. Good to keep them off of getting value. Let's just draw a card now to see what better options we have. Go to 30 life, not bad. Yeah. We're gonna discard. Field of Ruin. Should I hold up Oculus? I mean, Solitude. I'm gonna say probably so. Okay. Because that way, if they reanimate Archon, we can hit it at end of turn and attack. Okay. We may need another Wrath of God just in case, but I hate discarding this, but I think I have to. Okay, so what we can do is we can end of turn Solitude. Or you know what? Or we can just put this to 3 or 2 maybe. We can just Wrath of God. We don't want to get got by Psychic Frog. Good thing we held on to this Wrath of God, turned out. Yeah, unfortunately, we have to lose our own thingamabobber. But it's a worthy sacrifice. Okay. Let's do this. Seems reasonable. Could put this to 3 if they play another Oculus out of their hand. That might be better than just putting a Kaheera in hand. Although putting a Kaheera to hand, actually, I could have pitched a Solitude, although I really want the Solitude to actually try to win. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's try to pressure with Kaheera. Hey, good thing we put Blast Zone to 2. I think we want to make use of our Blast Zone here, most likely. We might want to honestly just hold the planes, because if we draw another Restoration, it's way more value. On the other hand, okay, Fatal Push. Plus, if they Archon us, then right. We can discard the planes to. Okay. You know, I think I need to just pressure. I'm making the judgment call here that we need to just pressure. We do have a backup, effect of sorts. Yeah, I doubt they play like go for the throat or something. It is a little bit extra of a blowout if they do persist, but I think I put myself in a better situation to try to. That's not a good sign that they shocked. Okay. They will have to adapt though. Let's do this now because what if they next level me by just like waiting? Didn't exile yet. I don't think I get blown out here. Okay. Why didn't they just persist the Archon? Oh, I know why, because they wanted to get maximum value. Seems a little greedy to me, though. Okay, we definitely want rest in peace. This also grounds their Psychic Frog. I didn't see Wrath of the Skies do anything. It's kind of a... Sometimes this can be a makeshift 5-mana Wrath on Oculus, but I'm going to hope Wrath of God does good enough there. And Rest in Peace also just completely makes Oculus uncastable. They can still get it back from the graveyard. Wait a minute, no they can't. So pretty much Rest in Peace kind of locks out Oculus, which is good. Unless they play like, you know, Show and Tell or something to get it out of their hand. But so we said we're going to try Phenomena Recorder. Here's the problem. What do we take out? These like we need Get Lost for obviously not Path. It exiles. Obviously not Get Lost because it is a clean answer to Psychic Frog at least. Restoration is just a good value engine plus a win con. Wrath of God, we saw how important that was that game. Solitude, March. See, the problem is, we want to experiment with Phenomena Recorder, but what do we take out? And if we take a Candy Trail, I just have a feeling this is going to get stuck in our hand for a long time. But we gotta try gonna try our new cards though. All right, I might live to regret this, but let's try Phenomena Recorder instead of Restoration. Because I just feel like once again I just feel like Candy Trail is the most. I guess I could actually Phenomena Record the discard a card and bring something back ability, but I think that causes me. Actually, wait a minute. Let me look at this again. When you do, return target permanent card with mana value 2 or less from your. Actually, I wonder if I record. But would I need 2 things in my graveyard though? It seems a little difficult to obtain. We have land and spells, plus they have Thoughtseize, so they're too greedy. Taking a long time out of their clock too. Phenomenal Recorder. Excuse me. Okay. Well, we will try to get lost if we can. If not, okay, I don't think we can. Alright, we'll try to upkeep path, I guess. Okay, they got Earth, that Oculus. It done been unearthed. Alright, let's try to do this, because this is the most clunky card to discard. Alright, we're in a little bit of a lull, but what can you do? See, this is a spot where if we top deck Peter Parker's camera, I mean, we can cast it, unlike Eiganjo, but what's it going to do for us? Five mana. The Bony Boy. I think I'm going to do this. I'm not exactly in a position where I can I can Demolition Field too easily. I want to start actually pressuring, so Kaheera, I guess, is the plan. Ooh, Archon. That's sassy. It's a sassy, sassy card. Oh no. Alright, probably Kaheera. I'll let them get one map token. Probably two, realistically. Consigned to memory. Okay. Alright, we're gonna need to hold up double path. It's risky, but we're gonna wait to see if they map token pre-combat. Tiny Bones. Okay. Definitely this. Map token. Let me get my Kaheera. See what, if anything, they want to do with that. Go consign to memory. Okay. I think this is a good opportunity to Wrath of God. Oh, Spell Pierce. Okay. Well, I'll probably take 7. It's not ideal, but I think it's better than using one of these cards. Discard of 2 Thoughtseizes. Okay. Discarded their consign to memory. Yeah, seems like a given. Okay. If we draw a field, we might actually... Okay. So here's the plan. We really don't want them flashing shit back. Excuse the French. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this. And we're going to do this before they can Spell Pierce me. Because as of right now, they don't even have a what you call it to flash it back. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, there's a Restoration. Consign to memory the land ability. Okay. I'm going to hold the land. I don't think I need 6 mana. And 5 minutes to go. Could end up timing themselves out. Okay. Is there anything they have to exile here? Take one of my fields. I suppose that's the play, right? Yeah. We discard a card, which we will. Get back field. I don't think we're gonna march because Wrath is a clean answer to Oculus plus whatever nonsense it makes. Just do this before their upkeep. Okay. Alright, they can loot. And they got the Archon in there. A little scary. Just a little bit. Okay, good. Whew. I was a little bit worried that was going to be persist. Okay. Let's go here. Alright. Let's do this. Hopefully they don't spell snare me or something. It's a pretty strong card to me. Let's go. Yay. Let's do this now. Of course, this does open up Fatal Push. It is what it is. I don't want them having access to red. I should have probably done that on upkeep, but I, sometimes sometimes I miss these things. Okay, good. Okay, Oculus now can't be played. Psychic Frog, but this is grounded now. It no longer can gain flying. So my Solitude is a pretty... my Architect is a kind of mogging this this Psychic Frog. Let's just Solitude this. Okay, we'll take it. Still can't frickin' find my Peter Parker's cameras, but hey, we're winning, so can't complain about that. Okay, match 3. Kaheera. Just make sure I've actually got the correct microphone. Okay, I believe I've got the correct microphone recording. Nothing would suck worse than... Because apparently, it's not enough to just plug your microphone in. Apparently, you have to go into the sound settings and actually click... actually have to click the new microphone you connected. Excuse the coughing. Oh, maybe I'll try to mute next time before I cough. Can't blame the microphone for my coughing. That's on me. Yeah, this hand starts at 2 mana, but this hand seems reasonable enough. You can't toss back every hand that isn't completely perfect. I can't imagine anybody... this hand curves out perfectly after turn 2 at least. The only really true 1 mana spell we have anyway is okay, muted before the cough this time. Well, excuse me, one there, but I only have Candy Trail and Path as 2 1 mana spells, and March as a pseudo 1 mana spell. Must have just drawn that. Okay, seems like Tron. Okay, I almost don't want to play Candy Trail because I may want a Restoration. I may want a Wrath of the Skies. I may also want to hold up Get Lost, so it might seem strange, but there is value to be had for waiting on Candy Trail as well, in that your scries are generally more powerful later in the game. Okay, I'm pretty sure they are gonna play Kozilek's command. It's not gonna stop us from trying to play the obvious play here. Now, if somehow they tap out and Mind Stone also gets tapped, or they don't have an extra mana, which I guess means it is tapped out, then Wrath of the Skies on 2 becomes pretty good, and that's one of the main reasons not to play Candy Trail on turn 2. Okay, what is this? Devourer of Destiny? Ooh, Ujinai of the Storms, okay. Well, we could Wrath on, Wrath of the Skies, but the problem is I think we need to deal with the Ujin, like, right now. Man, Wrath of the Skies is pretty sweet, though. It's very rare that we're going to be able to get both of these. You know what? Maybe we'll give them one more turn of we'll give them one more turn of Ujin. It's just that yeah, I just don't really have that many opportunities to do that. Oh man. Oh no, if it's not Seer, that is disappointing. Ooh, Glaring Flesh Rakor. Ooh, Trini Sphere. Hopefully I draw a land, because I sure need some mana development. Okay, hey, asking you shall receive. I guess we will do this now while I can't put it to hand. Obviously have to do this now before they can ultimate. Fortunately, if they drop Emrakul, I don't really have an answer anymore. I guess the answer I have is pitching Solitude, so they can't pitch Wrath of God. Chalice of the Void. I don't know if Chalice is so good against us, because we're fairly diversified. They might put it on 2 if they want. We draw Mazemind Tome, we're going to feel crunchy. But even then, we could play it. Yeah, even then we could play it and bring it back with Restoration. Not saying that that's the perfect thing, but, you know. Okay, another Trinisphere. I'm going to Wrath of God. I mean, if this isn't a time for Wrath of God, I don't know what is. Actually, though, I don't want to Wrath of God, because Wrath of God's actually kind of essential for dealing with Emrakul. But I don't necessarily like pathing either, because if I path, I can't pitch Solitude. I may just have to risk Alright, I'm going to risk, yeah. If they play Kozilek's Command, I have to respond with Path. Okay, Ujin, Eye of the Storms. Well, well, well. I think I have to Path. And I did have to do it this way, I really did, because... Alright, one of the crunchiest candy trails ever, but I needed to get that Get Lost. Bottom, top. I got no colored permanent here. Vexing Babu. Okay, I'm drawn to the land so I can hardcast the Solitude. Alas, it was not meant to be. They drop a okay, cycle it. I got a feeling finally Emmy Rock will here. Or maybe it's Ujin. Oh, okay, guess that works too. Scry 14, wow. I need another land so I can Wrath of God and I can get Solitude on hand. Because part of the game here is that I either have to use Solitude on the Emrakul, or at the very least I have to just get out of my hand somehow. Because what's going to happen here, if I don't respond, I mean if I don't end of turn do something, is they're going to pitch both of my Wrath of Gods to my Solitudes, hit nothing, and then essentially Mind Twist us. But as long as we don't have a card of our own that can pitch, the Wrath of God ends up doing what it's supposed to do. Okay. Alright, well I can play the Wrath of God if I want now, but I'm kind of thinking they might play another Kozilek's Command. I'm wondering if I should just put a Kaheera to hand. Maybe I will. I think I need to put this closer to 7. Just in case they get a glaring flush rake me. Ooh, that's sassy. Okay. Oh, silly me, I forgot that that's an instant. I guess it's finally my turn to make a stupid mistake, isn't it? Yeah, I think we were actually winning this game. Until this. In the immortal words of Andrew Tate, if I didn't lose, I would have won. Okay. I'd love to say I won't make that same mistake again, but it's easy to miss when you're just in autopilot mode like that. We definitely want Eject, and I think it's unlikely we're going to get that much value out of Wrath of Skies like we did before, so probably this one goes out. Plus Wrath of Skies wrecks their own stuff. Also March is also... Although March can be good for dealing with Chalice of the Void. But they just normally don't bring in Chalice of the Void. Okay, we don't want March, but we're gonna keep 2 Wraths of the Skies. Because the worst this can do is wreck our board, but it can't wreck our hand at least. All right, we're gonna try the Phenomena Recorder. The only reason we lost there is because they won. I'm telling you, if they didn't win, then we wouldn't have lost. Why did we lose? We still haven't figured that out. I'm just kidding. We did figure that out. We tapped out. Anyway. Well, here's Phenomena Recorder. I don't know what it's going to do, but first time actually seeing it. Let's go. That alone, but I almost don't want to play it because it's gonna interfere with my Wrath of the Skies. Plus, there's nothing for me to copy here yet. Yeah, I'm thinking I just don't play it yet. I mean, could get chaliced on 1, but if it does get chaliced on 1, then Wrath of the Skies. Anyway. The number one method not to lose is you can't let the other guy win. You can take that to the bank. Some inspirational wisdom there. Yeah, I dare you to find any case in a 1 versus 1 game where you lose, but the other guy doesn't win. Actually, I'm sure there is some situation like that, but it's definitely not Magic. Okay. I'm going to eventually have to start playing Phenomena Recorder just so we don't run out of things to play. And we're purposely not putting Kaheera to hand because we might have to discard the hand size. Okay. See, the problem here is this would have been a great target for Phenomena Recorder, but I can't just ditz around and wait for them to get Tron on me. Not sure who this is. I can always call them back. Let's do this. Definitely want to hit land drops. We already got Wrath of God. Bottom. We want to just draw a card. Yeah, let's just draw a card. Hopefully we don't get comboed or something, but I want to... We're definitely at the discard to hand size part of the equation. I guess this is where we play out Phenomena Recorder. AKA Peter Parker's camera. Okay. I think we're still going to wait on this because I just can't rule out that I want a Wrath of the Skies. And I don't want a Wrath of the Skies when I've got camera out. But if I pitch Solitude, it does copy the Solitude, but then there needs to be 2 targets in play. I tell you, nothing is quite as delicious as chamomile tea, hot chamomile tea when it's cold outside. Well, hopefully we don't get punished like last time from putting this to 2. That was the most lethal putting Blast Zone to 2 that I think I've ever experienced. 2, 3, 4. Well, I guess this is where we Phenomena record. Yeah. I wonder, could I copy the Blast Zone? But there's no point. I could just sink another mana into it. Oh, I suppose what I could do is I could pay 4 for Blast Zone, copy the ability, and I think that would put 4 on it instead of 2. So kind of I don't know. I'm putting Blast Zone to 3 if they don't do anything. Chalice on 5. Or Chalice on 3, I guess. Okay. I mean, I'm putting counters on Blast Zone because I want to be able to deal with Ujin or Glaring Fleshraker, I guess. Okay, I'll dig it. Oh, actually, this is... Hey, we're going to actually start copying stuff with Recorder. I think we have to wait until they get their Tron land, though, because... Yeah. I wonder if they get the Tron land. Yeah, they do. Yeah, we have to wait till the Tron land, because Tron is just infinitely scarier than Eldrazi Temple. Disruptor Flute. Well, okay. If this is going to be the way it is, then bam. Wait a minute. I have to hold priority. And bam. Snapshot. Okay. Snapshot. Okay. You know, Peter Parker's camera. Actually, that was kind of sweet. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, that was kind of sweet. Oh, interesting. They choose Blast Zone. I guess it makes sense. Blast Zone is the cleanest answer to Disruptor Flute. If I would have known that, I obviously would have chosen a Field if I hadn't gone for it. I don't know if they can really do with a... Wait a minute. No. Okay. See, problem here with Wrath of the Skies here. I'm gonna get rid of my Peter Parker's camera. Alright, we're gonna just discard Wrath of the Skies. I want to see what we can do with Phenomena Recorder a little more. Bobble. The Babu. The Babu. Come on. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do. And actually, oh, I can copy the Scry 2. I don't think I want to copy the draw card, not the Scry 2. I don't know though. Maybe we do want to copy the Scry 2. Well, let's see. Let's see what we can get here. Okay, 7 cards. Let's see what we can do here. I guess we're gonna Eiganjo. But I'm not going to draw a card with Peter Parker. Alright, I can copy the Bring Something Back. Bringing back 2 fields seems pretty good. Hopefully before they can get to Tron. Tron. Okay, Ujin Eye the Storms, okay. Well, that was that. At least we got Get Lost. And because we didn't put that to the bottom, oh, we did shuffle though. Disruptor Flute. By Phenomena Recorder. At least I get to get use out of Wrath of the Skies. It's got to be Phenomena Recorder, right? Just gonna do nutty things if I go long enough. All right. Well, we got one use out of Phenomena Recorder, and it was a pretty sweet use, if I say so myself. Okay. First things first. I've got to Ujin. Got to eye that Ujin. Next things next. I've got to x equals 2. X equals. We have no more Wrath of the Sky, so there's literally no point to sinking any more mana into this. Hardly knew ye Phenomena Recorder, but you were threatening enough that they use a Disruptor Flute on it. I so wanted to copy another Blast Zone effect though, but I mean Field of Ruin effect. But anyway. Alright, well I got another Get Lost. So I draw some of my Emergency Ejects. Okay. As I suspected, they don't necessarily have a lot they can do with all this mana. And let's get that Ujin out of the way. And we can also pump this up too now. Don't mind if we do. I have a feeling they got limited win cons. The Stone Brain. Interesting card there. You're going to pick Wrath of God, Solitude. Yeah. Oh, Field of Ruin. I guess that's legit. But I don't think we need to keep them off of Tron though to win. I could be wrong. But technically, I think we can win even with them going completely nuts with mana. So have to be a little more careful about tapping out like last time. And in case you're wondering, for anybody wondering, we had Solitude. No, we didn't because they had Trinisphere in play. I suppose I should have shown that, but all right. Okay. Ooh, the Great Creator. Okay. Put this to 4 at least. Okay. Ooh, Stone Baron. Stone Baron. Interesting. I don't want to play this out because the reason why is that if they hit Wrath of God, then I need this in my hand to play around Emrakul. Okay. Plus, they could easily play Kozilek's command to hit it. It must be a Kozilek's command, otherwise, why would they do this? Or do we just play the Solitude? I'm still thinking no. I'm still thinking. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say yes. This could easily be make it or break it here, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. And the reason why is even if they Kozilek's command, they either are not going to get the Scion tokens, or they are not going to get the Scry. My guess is they're going to scribe it, not get the tokens. Let's see. All right, now if I can, got to do this first so that our candy trail works. Hmm. I like them both, but we'll wait until our next turn. Even if we get a field, we can't play it. Kozilek's command for x equals 18. Chalice of the Void on x equals 10. Okay. Well, if we draw, well, we're out of fields actually, so nothing we can do there. Yeah, they get to set up their draws for the next however many turns. We might time out. What is up with these modern players and taking such a long time? They're gonna do this again, or they're playing Emrakul. Oh, okay. All right. Well, hopefully I get a. They playing Oops All Stone Brains. I guess we'll get to draw 2 cards if they name Wrath of God. Might draw into another Solitude. Always a possibility. Oh, take Eject, okay. We got 2 Get Lost left, I guess. Let's see. Well, that's not it. Okay. See, 1, 2, 3. I guess we can do this. Oh no, they can discard. Well, they can only discard 1 Wrath of God at least. We'll probably do this here. Okay. I wonder if we can get. I wonder if Phenomena Recorder, what that does for us. Let's see here. I don't think Phenomena Recorder does that much for us yet. Candy Trail. Good to know Solitude is on top. Probably Path to the Bottom. Solitude on top. Don't want to play any colored cards because they're just going to get destroyed anyway. So maybe I should have just just pitched the Kaheera. All right. Interesting. They didn't play something first. Maybe they got another one in their deck. Who knows? I'm going to do survive for 4 more minutes. To see how much chaos can they actually do. We do have Wrath of God, so there's that. Ooh, that's a lot of cards. Okay, Karn the Great Creator. And I guess they're gonna Stone Brain for Wrath of God. Oy vey. That's weird. They chose Path to... Oh, because they can probably just win here, I guess. I see. Oh, I guess I get lost. That could help. Interesting. I just thought they'd choose Wrath of God. They are running a bit low on time, though. There is that. I mean, they do realize that Wrath of God just wipes everything they play, right? Oh, I see. I see. Do they have a... Oh, colorless non-land cards. Okay, so maybe... Alright, I see. Alright. So that, I guess 8 times 2. Got another Kozilek for me. I guess that works too. I didn't try to stall or anything. If I win, I win. Okay. That's all on you, buddy. That's all on you. I'm not gonna lie. I thought about just tapping the castle. I thought about tapping the blast zone, but I'm like, no. I just want to make it very clear. I didn't stall or anything. This is their fault for taking too long to play. There's no way to spin it. And to be fair, I threw the first match. I should have won the first. I should have won the first game. So there's that. But you could say like, well, that doesn't count. But I mean, like, well, I mean, if that doesn't count, like, I don't know. I mean, so if they're going to be like, I actually won this, I mean, I could be like, well, I actually won game one. No, you didn't. It's like, well, you didn't win this one. No, I did. Whatever. I don't know. It sucks that time sometimes is how we win. But I'm gonna pretend like it's not actually time that we won. We actually won game one and we won game two. That's what we're gonna say. Well. Let's go. Yeah, and actually, I just realized the opponent last game. I should have checked the chat. They might have actually conceded because they had 4 seconds left. So if they did, thank you. I guess I would have let you have the win if you wanted to, but maybe they felt bad that we misplayed so badly in game one, but maybe also the MTGO can be wonky too, so who knows. It's just something that I just realized. Like I just assumed they went to time, but technically they had like 4 seconds left on the clock. So let's do this because okay. All right, do I scry? I think I scry. Ooh, I like this card, just maybe for later. Okay. Well, hopefully we draw a land so we can candy. Or Spellmasters. I want a candy cane, candy cane. Candy trail. Lollipop. Oh, come on. I'm sorry, folks. I gotta turn on the fan. Hopefully it's not like that loud with the new mic, the new better noise canceling and everything, but it's like, my goodness, it can get so hot. Like, even in the wintertime, actually. There's probably also this hot chamomile tea. That's also helping me feel more warm on the inside. Okay, well, I can't play Candy Trail, but I did make my land drop, so I'll take it. I have a feeling the puppy's coming down. If things ever get too out of control, I can always Solitude the puppy. I think that counts as things getting out of control. Let's, I don't think we need 2 Wrath of Gods. I'm going to puppyize that. This way they also can't flash it back. Or play a land and ephemerate it or something. Okay. Alright. I say, let's do this. I say we can put these to the bottom. It's not that those are bad per se, but we just don't need them right now. To play Ragavan, we'll prioritize that. Otherwise, we'll probably pass the Philia. Okay. Let's do this. Maybe we will let them... Let's just Wrath of God, I think. They'll draw an extra card, so be it. Okay. And we will Wrath. Oh God, hopefully they don't force a negation me. Okay, good. Hold a path. Let's do this. I kind of like Demolition Field, but I think we can do better. And I think path is good enough. I'm looking forward to trying Peter Parker's camera in this matchup for value. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Maybe let's do this here. See what this brings. Maybe next turn, right? Alright, I'll take it. Hit my land drop. Consigned to memory. I would have kept that if I were them, but they also probably don't know our deck. Because we could, because Mazemind Tome is our most reliable way to pull ahead card advantage wise. Okay, Titan time. Titan time. Da 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 da. Titan time. Okay. Let's path that now. And we want to path it even though it does fit in with our Wrath of the Skies plan, simply because we don't want them to get more advantage from it later. Seems that they're a little low on lands too. Alright, let's do this now for hold our peace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think there's value to holding up Path to Exile. But they don't spell pierce me, bro. Okay. Bam. Take that. Did we destroy our own candy trail? I don't think so. No, we didn't. Okay. Alright, let's do this one here. Get some value. Maybe we want to hold this land actually. Solitude. The attitude. I think we want to work on their red lands. I think red and white is at a premium. Didn't feel like searching last time. Hopefully they don't Thalia me, but because I was not expecting. Okay. I think I'll let this connect. Okay. I shouldn't have let that live, but it is what it is. I suppose if they ephemerated that, that would be a little bit of a disaster, right? Okay. Try to hit the Shaman token. They also can't blink that. Well, I mean, they could. It's just not going to work out for them. I'll block it. Got one basic mountain. Good to know. Okay, Solitude. Giving me the attitude. No, 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 no. Okay. No! Damn it, man. I'm gonna try to hit the Philia. I should have hit this on their turn, but it is what it is. If they play Consign to Memory, it is what it is. Okay. I'll block. You're not getting full value out of that, at least. Let's do this now. Ephemerate, let's do this. They don't spell pierce me. That suck. I tapped wrong if that case. Okay. Okay. That's a lot of mana. What do they need all that mana for? Quantum Riddler, okay. It's like Quantum Riddler number 4, right? I literally drew all of them. Okay. Should we get Demolition Field back? I'm kind of thinking yes. Yeah, let's just do this. We've got this one for Ragavan anyway. But this way they can't Flage and Flash back unless they've got another red source, which they might have. That's another red source. Okay, taking 8 damage. Not bad. I think I'll put this on 2 because I'm not super worried about Ragavan anymore because of the castles. I wonder how much of this they would have been stunted if we would have hit the Quantum Riddler before whatever. Let's do this now. Stunt their ability to play Flage. Oh, I'm going to take 8 damage again, minimum. Or not. Okay. And note that we actually held the ground surprisingly well with 0 Mazemind Tomes. Well, I guess we... What happened to this one? I guess we did draw a few, but we had to scry once, which is a little unfortunate. But yeah, they saw all 4 Quantum Riddlers, and we saw very minimal of our pieces. Our Rhesus pieces. Well, we're definitely putting this to 3. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. I guess we do this on our turn, right? I don't see how this gets necessarily a problem. I think. Well, let's see if they drop Ragavan or something. I'm gonna hit this so that they don't have double red. Hopefully I can deal with Quantum Riddler. We had to do that then, otherwise the map tokens would have killed us. Oh, or the Flage just kills us. Okay. Alright. Alright, well, definitely Quantum Riddler is the main card they want to see in this matchup, and of course they saw a lot of it, but I think this is definitely quite a winnable matchup. This is where having something like additional what do you call those cards again? Reckoner, Bankbuster, or something like that could help. But I'm actually thinking Urza Saga. Somebody else suggested Urza Saga, and only problem with Urza Saga is it's really a non-bow with Wrath of the Skies. But maybe we want to take out Wrath of the Skies anyway. I don't know. Actually, Wrath of the Skies seems pretty pretty okay. Definitely 2 Wrath for 2 Phenomena Recorder. Maybe 2 Rest in Peace, maybe. But they don't really use their graveyard other than for Flage. But Flage is such a good card for them. But devoting 2 entire slots for something that just otherwise isn't really that amazing for us. And this card is actually like not bad because it deals with the pup, it deals with Fable the Mirrorbreaker. I definitely want to try Phenomena Recorder, but this is a little bit of a non-bow. I guess we'll run it non-bow and all. I just can't really justify Emergency Eject. It's just for that price. I just think Wrath of the Skies gives us so much more. Let's see. I definitely like Get Lost because good Ragavan, you know, insurance, so to speak. Okay, we'll keep. I don't think they're going to play Archon of Emeria, so probably play Plains. Okay, Candy Trail, Candy Trail. Oh, Candy Trail. I think I need actual factional removal. If we happen to get more lands, we get more lands, but for now, I think I'll put them to the bottom. Oh, and there's some actual factional removal. They're already at 13 minutes. Once again, they are playing slow. I'm not accusing them of slow play. I'm just saying they're not playing as fast as we are. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. All right, let's do this. If they Spell Pierce, they Spell Pierce. So be it. Okay. Obviously can't turn down that opportunity. We might get an uncounterable free Mazemind next turn. Let's see. We could also field and cash a Plains in for a field. That's not nothing because those can really help mess with their mana. Okay. All right, let's mess with their mana, shall we? If they Ragavan me, but so be it. Okay, haste. I'm smelling a obsidian charmal. Okay. I think that's a little bit of a silly card, but what are you going to do? Okay. It's not like I needed it like that badly. So I kind of want to path this, but I also kind of don't want them to ephemerate it. I'm just going to do this. And I'm just going to Mazemind. I definitely got the puppy. Okay. I think I can draw something good. I was mistaken. I could not draw something good. Yeah, this sucks. This sucks. I also probably shouldn't have played that out because Wrath of the Skies is it's gonna be, I don't know. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna draw actual Wrath of God. I guess. No, see, problem here with this is that this is kind of sad. Yeah, well, this wouldn't have done anything as another Wrath of the Skies anyway. So they can just flash it back and give it haste and all right. Yeah, this got too flooded. All right, and note to self: actually, we would have been in a much better position that game if we would have brought in Eject instead of Wrath of the Skies. Wrath of the Skies is just so clunky because it kills our own Mazemind Tomes. Plus, I forgot. A, they bring in Charmaw, which I totally forgot about, and B, they it hits fucking excuse the French, the what's that card called again? Riddler, Quantum Riddler. Yeah, it's just frustrating because they hit all their Riddlers in game one. Actually, literally the reason why I'm like, hey, I think actually this deck is viable in Modern is I crush like four. I think there was literally like an entire league where I crushed like four of those Jeskai Blink decks in a row. I think I got like 4-1, and then I lost to Eldrazi, I think, and actually I reflected on that Eldrazi loss from her correctly, and I was like, oh wait a minute, if I think I didn't pitch my Solitude in response. I forget what. No, obviously that would have been too dumb. Oh, I know what it was. I remember what happened. Yeah, I had a March of Otherworldly Light in my hand, and I had a Wrath of God in my hand. They played Emrakul, the Promised End, and I didn't realize that that me not just pitching my my March or just playing it on like a random Scion token or something. I didn't realize that lost me the game because they just exiled my entire hand on my turn with the March of Otherworldly Light. And I think I actually might have trophied if not for that. And I'm like, oh man, I think we might be viable, folks. And it just sucks to lose to that deck because I'm pretty sure that's it's a pretty good matchup. But what are we gonna do? It's not the first time I lost to it though. Literally, when I lose to it, they just draw like 10 million Quantum Riddlers. But that doesn't happen as often as I mean, that's it's more often than not. Now we have to actually draw some removal. I think that's the weakest link of our hand here. Let's see what we can. There's one reason I like Candy Trail. Okay, I think we have enough fields. Okay. Okay, hopefully I'm gonna draw my Wrath of the Skies. This card is just as BS in Modern as it is in Pioneer. Even more so because of Mistress Bauble. Okay. I wish this hit artifacts too, but what are you gonna do? Actually, I don't wish it at artifacts because then it would make our deck much more weak and. Okay, now we definitely need Wrath of the Skies. And we need to hold up Get Lost. Just because we literally might die if not. Oh yeah. Maybe they hit 3 lands off the top, and they have only 2 lands in hand. No, there's 1 land. Sack the Islet? Oh, dang it, man. Obviously, High Noon. It's a little bit of a non-bo with Wrath of the Skies, but unless they have like Slickshot Show Off, it's a price easily worth paying. Like if that Get Lost was a High Noon, that would have been so much better. On the other hand, they still would have had a huge army, but then Wrath on 1 would have been... Let's see here. I still want to try Phenomena Recorder because that's, Peter Parker's camera, because that's kind of what this whole league was really dedicated to. So I think I'm going to take out 2 restorations for 2 recorders. It's purely for science. I can't really imagine Recorder is actually better than Restoration. So far, we've only got to use Recorder once, but it was really, really sweet that one time we used it, though. High Noon. Might as well. I really hope they don't Spell Pierce me. But I can't imagine playing anything else other than this. This card, since I play Quarry Steel Cutter now in Pioneer, let me tell you, this few cards are as annoying as High Noon. This card is freaking annoying when you're playing Prowess, and especially Quarry Steel Cutter. Okay, well, there's that card, which we were literally just saying, well, they could play that card. So that's what I'm thinking here. I'm thinking... Let me do this. We're going to wait for them to do something, because we don't want them to Spell Pierce. Stock up. Okay. So we have to path because it doesn't line up well with Wrath. And I think I'm going to scry since I got 2 of these. I don't think we really need this. I hope this isn't being greedy here, but I think is fine. Oh, okay. Maybe I shouldn't have scried then, but I'm going to bring it back with another Eiganjo. Okay, Wrath of the Skies on X equals 1. Looking a little appealing. We're just classic Wrath of God. What's Wrath of the Skies? Yeah, they've had enough. They're like, ugh, forget about this one. Yeah, High Noon just slows so many things down. It just it completely negates their Core Steel Cutter. It's just, what would we do without that? For science, man, I really want to get the 4-1, but for science, I can't. Maybe this is where copying the Solitude ability really helps. Literally none of these other cards we should, man. But Restoration's so good. If they happen to counter High Noon or something, bringing it back is very solid. Candy Trail for life gain. Obviously, Restoration is the most cuttable, but for the record, I don't think it's actually correct to bring in Phenomena Recorder. We are simply doing this for science. One of the issues I have with playing 2-ofs, period, is, as you can see, we just never see them. For those of you wondering, why do I play 4-ofs? Well, like, if you play a 2-of, as you can see, you just don't see it. You just never see it. You don't put cards in your deck, for the purpose of never seeing it. I am actually kind of wondering though. Phenomena Recorder, you get 3 uses out of those. That actually might be Yeah, I mean, doubling up a field is actually a pretty big game. Maybe that is a better option than Urza Saga. My only problem is it doesn't speed up the clock at all, and there are some matchups where we need an extra clock, like combo, and it's probably just a lost cause, but mill, for example. Okay, anything that's not High Noon is just automatically going to the bottom, and that includes you, Restoration. Okay. Yeah, there's a bubble. Okay, 3/3. 3/3, good enough for me. I like that. Things truly get out of hand. That's a nice little safety valve of sorts. If they drop 2 1-drops, I think I bite the bullet, and if I'm lucky enough to have another white source, I just play Wrath of the Skies on X=1. It's kind of looking like maybe that's where we're at. Well, yeah, if they played another 1-drop for sure, but Preordain makes it a little less appealing. But I think we still have to do what we have to do. We still do have High Noon lurking around somewhere. Maybe we just draw High Noon. Oh man, Phenomena Recorder. Something I want to see here. Okay, well, we said we'd do it. Hopefully we don't get punished with the immediate Quarry Steel Cutter. Well, we don't see our High Noon, so it's only fair they don't have Quarry Steel Cutter, right? Right. Ah! And we scryed 2 cards to the bottom, so we were digging through our deck too. Maybe we just Wrath the God. 2 cards left in their hand. Maybe they have some difficulty, double spelling. We can only hope. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to do here. Obviously, I can start creating more tokens. Maybe Solitude does something. Okay, that was another Quarry Steel. I'd just be like, ugh. Well, we did send 2 non-High Noons to the bottom, so what can you do? Alright, fine. Swift Spear into Lava Dart. And just Lava Dart into Lava Dart. Maybe the Solitude does something for me. We might have to just put this on 2, just to yeah, boy, have I ever been so punished for a premature Wrath of the Skies. Since they can double Lava Dart and kill my Solitude, I have to hit this monk. Yeah. Maybe out of 2. Okay. Or 4, I guess, as it were. Okay. Wrath of the Skies, for the win would be now. Oh, man, what the frick? Like, it's one of the problems, man, is, I mean, the deck isn't obviously perfect. What are we even hoping for here? Well, if we had something to pitch, that might have helped, but... Yeah, actually, if this was a Eiganjo, that would have been a pitch, but anyway. Alright. Prowess is a very winnable matchup, as is that Jeskai. Not gonna lie, actually, I kind of was a little bit on autopilot, but I think that was a correct keep. I mean, I've had a pretty good success rate of finding my high noons when I've got Candy Trail. Scrying 2 is pretty powerful, but obviously, if it's like in the bottom half of your library, you know, no amount of scrying is going to help you find it. And yes, that has happened to me before, where even my 4-ofs are in like the bottom half of my library. It does happen, but yeah, I mean, basically, for the most part, you draw high noon and they don't have a spell pierce or something, and you win. Even if they do, sometimes you hold the ground, and then you bring it back with the Ganjo. Anyway, yeah, it just sucks because those are definitely some of the most winnable matchups there. But Phenomena Recorder, Peter Parker's camera. So I mean, we just didn't see it for the most part, but we got one use out of it, and that one use was pretty phenomenal, pun intended. It's just so mana intensive, though. That's the issue. Like literally, the cheapest thing we can do is copy a Mazemind activation. And by the way, if you Mazemind all the way at 4, I mean all the way with it having 4 counters on it, these are 2 separate. One is an activated ability and one is a triggered ability. 2 separate abilities. So you can't. If you can either copy the draw card or you can copy the gain life. You cannot copy both. So so the cheapest things you can do are basically copying Mazemind or copying Candy Trail. Actually, the true cheapest thing you can do is copy Solitude with a pitch. But there needs to be 2 creatures on board for that to be something. That actually, now that I think about it, if I had maybe you know what? Actually, maybe I should have put Yeah, actually, you know what? I had a play that I wasn't thinking about. I could have put Kaheera to hand actually against that Prowess deck, and I could have pitched the Kaheera and copied the Solitude, so I could have hit 2 creatures. I could have done that. I doubt that would have ultimately made the difference, but it certainly it probably would have bought me one more turn maybe at best. But yeah, Recorder, so I don't know. You know, I might revisit it, but I did play it for you. Hard to pronounce username. Yeah, Aslimajad. I did. All right, but yeah, in all seriousness, I think what we want to try next is okay, why it's not letting us yeah. Up next, Urza's Saga. I am interested to try Urza Saga. This is just kind of a much more cheap. I'm probably going to start off playing it as a 2-of, just like Phenomena Recorder. But yeah, shout out to. Let's see here. Yeah, shout out to Lance Axel, who reminded me of Urza Saga. Of course, I have played Urza Saga before, mainly in mono red, but I kind of forgot about it. I didn't completely forget about it. I think what I didn't necessarily realize is this can be a good sideboard card. I don't think it's a mainboard card as long as I'm mainboarding Wrath of the Skies. And as you can see, there was a good amount of times, especially against that Prowess deck, Wrath of the Skies, and that's another thing too, I probably jumped the gun on Wrath of the Skies on X=1. Realistically, I did. There's an alternate universe, though, where they don't have Core Steel Cutter, and instead they Spell Pierce my Wrath of the Skies when I try to use it later on. Or I just take too much damage. So, it's not a completely clear cut, but Wrath of the Skies on 2, also wiping Core Steel Cutter is very... It's one of the whole reasons I started playing it, because I'm just like, oh man, I wish I had a main deck answer to Core Steel Cutter that also deals with the tokens. Hey, look at that, Wrath of the Skies. But I can't move away from Wrath of the God. As you can see, Wrath of God, not Wrath of the God. Actually, yeah, God is capitalized here. So does that mean God is a character in Magic the Gathering? Well, if you go by the Marvel Comics TOAA logic, TOAA, the one above all, he's pretty much the god of the Marvel universe and the god of Oh yeah, actually, now that I think about it, because Marvel is now as universes beyond with Magic, and TOAA is the god of the Marvel universe. But that's the thing about TOAA. If I'm not mistaken, pretty much I think any universe that in any way touches his or in any way is associated with his, which I guess that would include ours, right? That pretty much means TOAA is the god of every possible universe, So I guess that means he, he wouldn't be the one above all, right? So he's got to be the god of the Magic universe too, apparently. So I wonder, they can reprint this card and call it Wrath of TOAA, Universes Beyond. Actually, yeah, they could just do the reprint. They could just do that, swapping the name thing and make this a Universes Beyond secret lair or something, and call it Wrath of TOAA, and yeah, put some image there. So so suddenly there's an in-universe explanation. Clearly God is a character in the Magic canon anyway, because of Wrath of God. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's Urza Saga, and yeah, probably I'll try this next. And I thought about it. I thought about maybe Relic of Progenitus, but I'm thinking, rest in peace, man. When this card is good, against that Reanimator, because it also just prevents them from playing Oculus. Yeah, when this card is good, it's just really, really good. So anyway, yeah, honestly, Urza Saga, this is just kind of a little extra value added. Plus, this just does a lot. It helps fetch the Candy Trail. It helps crank out some tokens that can actually help close the game. Because one of the problems is when I face decks like Ruby Storm, one of the most annoying things, even if I drop High Noon, I don't finish the game. My clock is so glacial. I have won some. I do think I'm unfavored even with High Noon, because our clock is so glacial. They have so much time to draw out of it. But yeah, that's where Urza Saga helps out, because yeah, this basically, it cranks out 2 tokens. Those can help close the game out faster, and it can go find Candy Trail. That's the only card basically in the 75 here it can find. But it's a pretty sweet card. Scry 2 and gain 3 life also could help the burn matchup, both because we need more of a clock in the burn matchup, and any more life gain is much appreciated. And as long as we're only playing 2, I don't think we have to worry too much about running out of Candy Trails. It's also an excellent rebuy with Restoration of Eiganjo. But once again, I don't think we can play it in the main deck, because as long as we're main decking Wrath of the Skies, I think it's a little bit too much of a non-bow. It does only do its thing for 2 turns. So, but the tokens, though, the tokens are kind of a non-bow, because those are liable to kind of stick around. And I guess Wrath of God can wipe up the tokens. I guess that's the main thing. It's basically with the 8 Wraths. It's yeah, just going more all in on creatures in the main deck seems not exactly. Plus, what will we cut? I don't think Wrath of the Skies is the cut. Wrath of God definitely not. March is necessary for extra early Ragavan answers and such. And anyway, well, maybe I'll just wrap it up and yeah, shout out to the patrons. Yeah, thanks for your continued support. Definitely give me encouragement to keep doing what we're doing. Jacopo Bortone, thanks a lot. New patron, Jacopo, Kosti Nemenlina, Toby Kramer, Alex Korthauer, the Big Mamu, Adrian King, Erwin Lopez, Michael Patton. So thank you all of you, and I guess until next time. And yeah, take care, everybody. And yeah, this probably is coming out a decent amount after New Year, but this is being recorded basically right around right around. I mean, basically this is being recorded like the weekend after the New Year. So happy New Year, everybody. All right, take care.